So in this video, I'd like to talk about leadership is complex and yet simple. So I guess there's three questions we need to ask ourselves as far as when we're a leader of an organisation. Firstly, what does the organisation need from me as a leader? What does the organisation or what does my team need from me as a leader? And finally, what does my team, each individual within my team, need from me as a leader? So I'm going to talk about the first one. What does the organisation need from me as a leader? The organisation needs for us as a leader to develop a healthy culture, a culture where people feel proud to come into and work. And on previous videos, we talked a little bit about how to create healthy cultures. It needs a culture where people want to come to work, that on a Monday morning after a very difficult Sunday evening, people are still wanting to gunning to come into work. So that's part of what we need to do as a leader. We need a structure that matches the organisational goals or what the organisation wants to achieve as far as their strategy. And we need systems that support high performance and a healthy organisation. So always making sure that our systems support what we say as a leader that they're going to do. And so we can look at any system that is not working for us and continually review them and revise them and upgrade them and update them so that they create a healthy organisation. So that's part one. Part two, what does my team need from me as a leader? Our team needs communication at all levels. So all teams require communication, and they require us to come in and have that sort of communication within their at meeting times and within the organisation at all times. Clear accountability so that everybody knows what they're accountable for, and everybody knows what everybody else is accountable for. Authority levels that are correct at each level so that people have permission to be able to make decisions without having to constantly go to the leader to make sure that it's okay for them to do something. And clear outputs like goals and KPIs that people understand from a team perspective and an individual perspective what people need to achieve within this organisation. Finally, what does each individual need from me as a leader? One-on-one feedback, so important, and yet we tend to put that off, or we make it a 3-month review or 6-month review, or sometimes a 12-month review for a one-on-one. One-on-one feedback needs to be happening on literally a weekly basis. It doesn't have to be formal, it can be informal, where you go to the person and just have that informal one-on-one. How's it going? What is it that you need from me? Is there anything that I need to do differently, etc.? Courageous conversations. The sort of conversations that are difficult, that we don't like to have with our staff, particularly when things are going wrong. So there's courageous conversations that allow people to understand straight away that something's not working. And be able to talk through how we can make it work better. And then finally, I need to understand what performance you need from me, where I'm going in the future, what does my future look like within this organisation. So individuals within the organisation require that the leader tells them that. So how am I looking right now, and how does the future look like for me within this organisation? Is there a future within this organisation? And what's the expectation that you have of me as a leader? So those three things are simple to do, and yet as a whole it can look very complex if we don't know what we're doing. So leadership is complex yet very simple. So if you'd like to learn more about leadership, I'm holding a series of breakfasts. They typically run for about 3 hours, and they showcase the whole leadership program. You can walk away with tools and strategies that you can implement into your business. So click on the link below to find out all the details and come along and learn what leaders really do.